passion for these ultra rare things.
No, that Lamborghini
things
is definitely iconic for him.
I think every sneaker, every car.
The MF Doom SBs. If you guys know about those, let me see if I can get back to it.
I think every sneaker.
If you guys know about those are a very rare shoe. Like those shoes are really nice. Not even because they're rare. I just like the colorway. It's just fire.
Every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on certain things because it's not really something that connected to me.
No, his fleet of cars is tough. You know, like how they're all the same color, even down to the wheels.
Thank you for doing this.
Nah, for sure, always, man.
We're here to see some of the amazing cars in your collection, but also I want to talk about the art of collecting and your journey in collecting things. Even back in the day, stereo speakers, was that like the first thing that you started collecting?
Diamonds in the air, for real.
So my dad, everyone had like their surround sound systems in their garages just collecting dust. You know, I had this idea of just like taking the woofers out of the, out of the towers of the speakers, and I put them in my shoe boxes, and I kind of created my own surround sound.
That's tough. I don't like that. Is tough. The shoe box with the speaker, that's tough.
Or amps for that. So then, as I went to like all my different neighbors' cribs, I kind of noticed that they all got different brands of amps, different speakers, different sizes. So, I used to ask them, can I have it? Because, they weren't doing it. So I collected stuff from there. And then, from there, the passion of just like finding things.
This whole visual is just like, it just fits his brand. Like the color down to the color scheme, to the angle that they're shooting down at. Like, it almost feels like a Travis Scott music video. Like, it feels like I'm watching a Travis Scott music video.
For you to get to the next level.
Where do cars fit into your passion points of collecting?
Which one is better, Mansory or Brabus?
Like European, like rally racing.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You kind of see these overpowered and over like zealous.
230 miles per hour. You know how like hard that is to control, going 230 miles per hour. People can barely handle 100 miles per hour, let alone 80 miles per hour. But going 230 miles per hour, you're zooming. Like, I feel like you can't even think about what you're doing. You're just going, like, you just going.
Crazy looking type cars that moving at, high level speeds, different engines, paint jobs, colors. And it always just inspired me. I love to move fast. So it's just like, it started from like little bikes, little mongoose bikes.
Mongoose, yes.
And then, when I was able to get a car, it's like, started from there. Just got my drive up just to get some drive.
When did you guys get you guys' first car?
Incredible car. When did you first fall in love with Lambos?
I remember I wanted a Lambo so bad, and I got finessed for like a Huracan. I'll never forget, I paid like $100,000 for it. This is when I was younger, so yeah, like I didn't even have the money for it, so I was just like, you try to put some money down on a Lambo or whatever. And then it didn't even end up working out. I bought it from some guy, and after that I was like, fuck this. I'm going to all dealership from now on for all this other shit. So yeah, like I think with everything, even like the Toyota
for a car,
which I called the Toyota MR2, I looked at that car like it was a Lamborghini until I could finally turn it into one. And I don't think it's like a materialistic thing. I don't even think it's because of the price of it. I think just the performance, the style, the drive of it.
Man, I think people buy Lamborghinis because of the status. Like, there's other faster cars out there other than a Lamborghini. A Lamborghini just gives you that status, and yes, it is quick, but that's all Lamborghinis is for. It's for status. But two G-Wagons?
How much of an effect does the Jeep Cherokee your mom had? How does that fuel kind of like this passion for collecting?
Well, my mom had this green Jeep Cherokee, and her driver door didn't work, so we always had to get in on the passenger seat. And that fueled me every day to make sure that at least we can get in on the driver's seat.
Absolutely.
And my mom has always had a style to her. She's always been able to keep things like at a couture level, even though things are like rough. You know what I'm saying?
Made the best out of it.
But yeah, so it was like kind of why I'm into these Jeeps, how raw and deconstructed they are. Kind of reminds me of that fucked up Jeep I had.
I remember my mom, she would drive a Nissan. It was like an older, like I think maybe like 1999, 93 Nissan Altima. It was silver. It was ugly. No, it's ugly to me now, but back then it wasn't ugly. And I vividly remember in the back seat, I think I left crayons back there, and it was a hot day, so the crayons melted in the middle seat, and it was just stuck for it. It was just a rainbow on that seat the whole time.
In this studio, the Maybach G650 Lawn Delay. Only 99 made. What made you need that car in your collection?
Well, you know, I've always had a passion for these like ultra rare things.
Yes.
Things that always was outside of the box. Even looking at the land a lot. Just the space, privacy. You know, it kind of just gives you a different experience.
I've never seen that kind of Jeep.
Might not be as up to date, but it's kind of like
or Mercedes.
Actually,
I think those are the ones. I think I wasn't paying attention, but I think that is the Maybach one. Yeah, it says Maybach. Yeah, those. I mean, like those AMGs are tough, or Mercedes or whatever they are. Those are tough.
Another car that's here. I promise I'm not going to talk sneakers, but the Cabriolet.
Yeah.
The Olive Pro B Dunks. Is it ever delivered to match, or is it just the passion of collecting a bunch of things?
I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times I've passed on, you know, certain things or certain sneakers, certain cars, because it's not really something that connected to me.
Yeah.
Whether it's from like the SBs, every SB has a story.
Yes.
Whether it's like the Dooms or something like you think about it like, you know, I love these albums, you know, NRDs, I love this.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger.
Bro, those Pharrells are tough.
Yes. Lobsters. Which was something I wasn't as fond of as of late, but now I love them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Comes in waves sometimes.
Yeah, and not the sneaker, but the actual food.
Okay.
It's like the movie Big.
Lobster is like all right. Like I'm not a big fan of lobster. Yeah, I'm more of a crab kind of guy. I'd rather have crab than lobster.
We talked about the stereo system, but like, out of your cars, do you do the car tests with albums? And do you like listening to, and what is that process like?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every album I've ever made, it's not one album that I haven't put out that I haven't car tested. You know, I might start from my phone test to the car test.
That's what I heard a lot of people do. Like, once they make a song, or even beat makers, they go straight to the car to see how it sounds. And which I think that's a good idea, because majority of your music will be played in the car, if not the club, so, or even in earbuds.
I don't even know if you looked at my dog, but I was like going back and forth from a car.
Yeah.
Like listening to the album. I think it was Asher.
Now his documentary,
each car.
I watched that when I was in high school. That documentary was so fire. Like, it was definitely a good one. I need to rewatch it, but yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, I recommend go watch it. It's a fire documentary.
A different type of take on sound, and things like hit different. But then also too is like, not everyone is in like maybe an ultra expensive car, so also listening to it in a car that, you know, I might drive on an every day-to-day basis, or my mom might drive on an every day-to-day basis, because that's like natural consumption.
Totally. For your 28th birthday, you bought yourself a Bugatti Chiron. Only 30 of those exist. Are you sentimental? Do you tie them to life events ever?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because, you know, RP Pop, we were working on
the Gotti video, right?
I always loved the car, you know, the idea of the car is crazy. And I remember we was doing that song, and Pop was like, yeah, man, we gotta bring the Gottis out, man. Like, you know, I forgot who was helping us put the video together. It's like, yeah, man, I know somebody that can, like, you know, bring some Gottis out for us. And I'm thinking, like, to bring them out for us. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's like, nah, I'm gonna just go get this. I remember I pulled up. We was at the shoot, me and Pops right around. He's like, man, he's like, damn, bro, this shit like smell like brand new. I was like, yeah, bro, I just got it like a couple, like, we could go. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah.
Not saying let's go get some Bugattis to film the music video, and then to rent them out. And then the guy's like, I'm not feeling that. I want to go buy one. That's crazy. And then a week later, you pop up with it with a blue suede interior, black outside. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie, that Bugatti is tough. My favorite color is blue, so I would definitely drive that. And not a lot of people have blue interiors. You see red, green, brown, tan, or black. Maybe even white. Not maybe, but white. But that Bugatti is fire. You look lucky I ain't had the money, because I would have bought that myself.
You one of the illest rappers, like, I feel like you changing like the whole sound of New York. You don't even know if you know right now, but like just from the sound of the beats to the way you putting together. It's like, this is gonna create allegiance of just like
Yes.
artists and the sound and creators. So man, you're gonna have a million of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, the music just went to the highest level, to the highest level.
I wonder why they didn't show the Bugatti in this one. Maybe because it doesn't match the color.
You like to drive these cars.
Oh yeah.
You like cars that are driven.
Yeah. I don't believe in people that buy these cars and just sit them in the garage and then don't pull them out.
Yeah.
They have like 0 miles on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that for?
Yeah.
I respect all collectors and how they treat their things, but man, y'all gotta put them cars on the road. I know Jay Leno got mad V's, and I'm pretty sure he puts them on the road.
Well, I know your
Over
time is limited. Thank you so much.
340 cars.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I feel like at that point you forget how many cars you have. If you have 340 cars, you're gonna forget that you even have a certain car, and then you're just buying cars just to buy them. I mean, that's his hobby, so. And if he has the money to do it, so. All right, y'all. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. On the road to 200 subscribers. Trying to get to 500 by June, end of June. So like I said, share this with everybody you know, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, y'all. Peace.